Hi, and welcome to the Battle for the Oval Kingdom. This is a cooperative board game that you are going to be playing in your King 1000 classes. You are the citizens of the Oval Kingdom, and you are part of the resistance movement that is fighting against the Dark Lord Obfuscar. The Dark Lord Obfuscar has stolen the Truth Stones, which are the things that guide the Oval Kingdom. So, most of the Truth Stones have already been recovered, but there are 3 that are still missing. And so the point of this game is that you are going to find those Truth Stones and activate them so that misinformation will decrease in the Oval Kingdom. There's 2 ways to lose this game. The first is if you run out of cards in this deck here with the dragon on the back. These are the crisis cards. If you run through this entire deck, you've lost the game. The other way that you're going to lose the game is if you run out of these little black cubes. These are the misinformation cubes. So these are going to populate on the different territories, and if this pile runs out, then you've lost the game. The way you're going to win is by collecting all 3 Truth Stones and then playing this Activate Truth Stones card. The Activate Truth Stones card requires that all of the characters assemble back in the Haven of the Order of Librarius, and then someone plays this card. On your turn, you're going to do some different things. The first is you're going to take 3 actions, and I'll get to the details on the actions in just a moment. The second is that you're going to draw 2 resource cards. Now, these resource cards are the cards that have the Truth Stones on the back, and they have different abilities and different things on them. The third thing that you'll do on your turn is resolve one of these crisis cards. I'll go over the details of those in just a minute as well. And then the final thing that you're going to do on your turn is you're going to have a hand of resource cards, and they're going to be laid out in front of you. And if you have more than 7, you're going to have to discard any extra cards that you have. So, at the beginning of the game, you're going to also draw a roll card. So that's these cards here. And on this roll card is going to be a special ability that is going to help you win the game. So I've drawn the Fact Checker card. I'm going to place that in front of me. And because I'm at the beginning of the game, I'm going to draw 2 resource cards, and I'm going to also place those in front of me face up. So because this is a cooperative game, we're working together as a team to actually find these Truth Stone cards and win the game. So now I've got my setup for the game. I've already laid out where the misinformation cubes are for this round of the game. I've got my character piece in the Haven of the Order of Librarius, and I'm ready to start. So on my turn, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my 3 actions. So the different types of actions that you can take are you can move your character piece into an adjacent territory, you can remove misinformation cubes, you can exchange resource cards with another player, or you can play resource cards. One thing to know about movement is that if there are 2 or more misinformation cubes in a territory, you may not move into or out of that territory. So right now, my character piece is blocked. I can't move into any other territories. But I can remove a misinformation cube from the fields of Albert the White. So I'm going to do that. That's my first action. Then my second action, I am going to exchange a resource card with another player. So to do that, what I'm going to do is if I have another player here, I'm going to hand them my resource card. You have to be in the same territory in order to exchange cards. So if the pink player was in the fields of Albert the White and I was in the Haven of the Order of Librarius, I could not exchange those cards. But because we are in the same territory, I can exchange those cards. So the fourth type of action that I could take is I could actually play a resource card. I don't have any playable resource cards in front of me right now. However, the resource cards that have the Truth Serum, the Secret Door, the Reference Book, and the Research Grant, these are all playable cards, and they do specific things. I'm not going to go into the details on these because the specific information about how to play these cards is on those cards, and they are fairly self-explanatory. So that's the different types of actions that you can take. And so then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and draw 2 resource cards. So I got on my draw a secret door. This card's going to let me move my piece to any territory on the board, including blocked territories. And I got a green true stone shard. Now, in order to win the game, what I need to do is I'm going to collect 5 true stone shards of each color. So we've got green, purple, and blue. And so as a team, we need to have one person collect these 5 cards. And then they're going to visit the territory that corresponds to the color on the card and collect the true stone there. So in order to get the green true stone, I'm going to have to, first of all, clear the misinformation from Kleinlandia and get my character piece into this territory so that I can claim this card or claim this true stone. So on the crisis phase, I'm going to draw a card and I'm going to see what kind of crisis I have to resolve. There are 3 different kinds of crisis cards that I can draw. The first of these is the myth or fact card. On this one, I'm going to read a statement and I'm going to have to decide if this is a myth or a fact. Once I've made that decision, I'm going to use this little black light flashlight to shine on the card to see which is circled myth or fact. The next type of crisis card is the poll the group card. These have specific instructions on how you're going to complete these cards. Some of them are going to ask you not to show the card to the rest of the group because they're going to ask for a definition. Some of them are going to direct you to an envelope. And in this envelope will be the specific instructions on how you're going to complete this crisis phase. The last type of crisis card that you might draw is an Obfuscar attacks card. These are basically designed to give you lots of bad things that happen on the board. So these are going to increase the amount of misinformation that's on the board. They're going to force the current player to discard a true stone shard, and they're going to move the current player's piece to a specific territory. All right, so after I have completed the crisis phase, I'm going to look at my hand of resource cards and see, do I have 7 or more? Right now I've only got 4, so this means that I don't have to discard anything. If I had 8 cards, I would need to discard 1. So after my turn is over, the next player will take their turn and they're going to do the same thing. They'll take 3 actions, they'll draw 2 resource cards, they'll resolve a crisis, and then they will discard down to no more than 7 resource cards in their hand. So once we've collected all 3 true stones, all of the players have to end up back in the Haven of the Order of Librarius. Once all of the character pieces are back in the Haven of the Order of Librarius, as long as a player has the Activate True Stones card and plays it on their turn, then you've won the game. Thanks for watching. Good luck on the game, and we will see you soon. And I look forward to having you play the game, and I hope you win.